Hey folks, how's it going today? Welcome to another new day on the Daily Random Vlog. It's kind of a chilly day out there today. I'd say at least sweater weather. Maybe even a coat if you're going to be out there for a little while. But you never know. By the time you watch this tomorrow, it might not even be cold out anymore. They are predicting it's going to be a heck of a cold winter, a lot of snow, and a lot of -0, like staying below -0. So I mean the snow will stay around, which also means I'm going to have to come up with something that'll work in the snow, something in the cold, something that can really dig in. And I'm thinking of taking those harder rubber tires, the smaller ones on Clifford, and either turning them into studded tires by using stainless screws and then sealing them in from the inside so that they can't push out, or making a set of chains for the trenchers that I've got on Clifford right now. Now, I kind of think, after watching a few different options of things you can do with different things guys have done on YouTube, and I'm going to throw this out there right now. RC Sparks, actually I'm not sure if he bought or made, I can't remember, but he had a nice set of chains on one of his summits, and he's able to paddle around in the frozen ice and the water, and looked like it worked out really well. Now there's another option, but it's a costly option, one that I wish I could show you guys, but it's not something I don't think I can afford it. And it's actually like a 4-track, like a snowmobile track for each corner, so to replace each tire, each wheel, and they're tracks that are made for the Summit and, well, for the Revo, but I think they'd be better used in the Summit because you've got the high and low, you can lock your diffs. So that would be an option if I could afford it. So instead, we will do a budget build on that upcoming in winter episode. So right now, we had a lot of rain yesterday and a lot of rain last night. It's not raining out there right now. My second battery is just about fully charged for Clifford. And we're going to take it out and see if we can't get things muddy. Yes, muddy. I already did the braking cycle on the motor. Some guys won't even do it, but I'm shooting for a little bit longer life. I'm not going to be hammering on it for the first few runs, but we are going to be a little bit more aggressive with it today. I've already run one pack through it, not to a complete drain, but ran it down quite a bit. And I did that nice and smooth, no aggressive launches or anything. So hopefully that motor is broken in decently for this run today. Let's get to this. Let's do this now. Right now. Let's do it. There's something real quick I wanted to point out. Well, actually, a couple of things. This is what I have done to keep from losing my body pins. You get out on the trail and you got to fix or adjust something. You take your pins out, and usually you're supposed to set them in a spot in your box so you don't lose them. Well, that doesn't always happen now, does it? So I attached this chain. It came with a set of tow hooks, and the tow hooks were just... the tow hooks are good, but the chain is too weak to be used for a tow strap kind of thing. This snaps. This chain snaps real easy. But it's strong enough to hold my pins. I can even pull them out by it. And it keeps the two pins together on a chain much more findable. Usually I just toss them in the top of here when I pull the lid off. But if this tips over, they still fall out. Very easily findable. Second thing I wanted to point out, I got my last, other than that, hang on a second, other than this RC Sparks decal, that's the largest one that he sent me. I don't know why it's not focusing properly. And it's right with the letter that I got with the decals from Medic. And up there, of course, I've got my letter from B&C Ultimate RC when he sent me some parts that helped me get Clifford going. That's really awesome. Anyways, that's my last decal, and I decided it needs to be on the off-road stuff. Like I've got one of the RC Sparks decals on the Merv, on the nose of the Merv, but it's more apt to see them on the off-road vehicles. So yeah. Then I've got, of course, the Acer racing bearings, because this has got the whole Acer bearings all the way through it, and the high-tech for the high-tech servo, and I also put one on the chassis down there too, if you can see that or not, I don't know. There we go, a little bit more in the light. Anyhow, I think it's time to go find some mud. Oh yeah, the last thing. I stiffened up the suspension in the back, because it always looked like Clifford is kind of saggy, so it's a lot stiffer in the back end now. Nice and soft in the front end. we'll see how that works out. Well, it's starting to get windier out, so filming is becoming more and more difficult, but I thought I'd at least stop and show you guys. Remember those nice, awesome stickers that you just can't see anymore? But the beauty is with the Summit, look what all is staying dry. My servo is staying mostly clean I can wipe that clean with the cloth. And everything inside, fan's still going. So I'll have to go home, give us a quick hosing down, because wow, this is one of the muddiest I think we've had Clifford so far. But I just did some amazing slow motion shots with the iPhone that are going to go straight to Instagram when I get home, because I think it turned out really, really awesome. So make sure you're checking that out on the Real Random Andrew on Instagram. No spaces in that. Plus I always post the link down below. So let's take Clifford on home and give him a good clean up. Not entirely too much of a mess to clean up inside. Okay, yeah, it's pretty messy, but I mean, it's an easy clean. Doesn't take much. If I want to just, a thorough cleaning, just remove this. I don't have to, but I choose to remove because it's like a couple of screws. This, the motor, and I don't have to remove the servo. I guess I could put a bag over it, being that it's only, they say it's watertight, so it's not water resistant, it's not waterproof. And of course my 2S battery, and like 5 minutes clean up in the tub. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. That reminds me, I did forget WD-40 today. Almost out of that. Probably going to be the last use of it tonight. I did, however, remember to look for new AA rechargeable batteries. See on the side right there? Rechargeable nickel metal hydride, 800 milliamp hour. This is for my transmitter. These are good batteries. The last set of these that I had, I'm still using 4 of them from one of my transmitters. Dollarama, $3 for 2 batteries is not bad. And do you guys remember this guy? Yeah, that's my birthday cactus. Alive and doing well. I hope it's doing okay. I don't know much about cactuses, cacti, but it looks to be doing alright. Also, by a complete miracle, I managed to remember to get duct tape. So I have a project to do tonight. These are my steering tires, and these are my drive tires from Megas. All 4 of them need to be belted, strapped, whatever you call them. So I'm gonna, as I did before in previous video, turn them inside out, do the duct tape thing, and this time I'm gonna do a little different. I'm gonna be putting some glue in there to hold that duct tape in place, hopefully a little better, and it's the tire glue. So fingers crossed. So I might even cheap out and just kind of get the vacuum close to the chassis of Clifford, the Summit, and use a brush and just suck all the excess dirt out of there, because tomorrow we may be going back out on a trail, which is only going to get dirty all over again. So if I just clean the loose stuff, keep everything nice and grit free, then yeah, it'll save me one use of that WD-40 for now. But I want to get editing this vlog for tonight, get it done and over with before it's too late, so I can be up nice and early. Hopefully we'll get out to that trail nice and early tomorrow. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that muddy run today. Hopefully more like those to come. Think positive, stay positive, keep a smile on your face. We'll see you here tomorrow. Good night. Vlog over.